drafts from MVP as far as the heroes, the champions selected. We will. The lock-in on the Thresh comes through, so Thresh Ashe in the bottom lane against this Ezreal Lulu.
It's been the most favorable meta pick for Max this season, 3-1 on the Thresh, so a pretty consistent pick. Intriguing team comp from Kongdoo Monster. Usually you expect a Camille comp to mostly rely around split push, but because Poppy can hit Ninja Tabi, Sunfire, and maybe even Iceborne and BK, they can now just have the all-in effect of the Camille and have the Zillion ult mostly as a backup there, given that Ezreal should be pretty safe on the backside of the fight. So hard initiate potential from the Camille. Whereas MVP, we kind of expect them to be in their element, going for the crazy picks, but not to be seen in this game.
No, just going to be pretty standard overall, but we'll see how Roach is going to manage this time around on the Camille. You mentioned the Poppy, going to be a containment pick. Once you get the Keeper's Verdict, can eject them and get rid of that Hex, the ultimatum off the bat. So we'll see if that's going to play out, because ADD really needs to survive that laning phase.
A lot of eyes on Ian as well after his down series in the last one. See if he can make things work. Should be pretty comfortable laning for the Orianna and has some good ball carriers. Very good initiation in general coming through from MVP.
Yeah, and then now Maha and Soul going to be trying their hands at this Ashe Ezreal matchup. So we'll see if Maha can come out ahead. Positioning has leveled up considerably compared to last year, so should have a decent enough time with that Ashe, but needs to be landing the arrows.
MVP really want to cement themselves into 4th spot. This should be the time to do that. Kongdoo Monster are not always a free win. They've had some good game victories recently. A series has eluded them. But MVP feeling down after their loss to Afrika.
Yep, a win here would be really huge for them to try to overtake Samsung. Let's see if they can do it. MVP starting things off on the red versus Kongdoo Monster. Allows for that Camille to just go balls to the wall. Speaking of that, down to the bottom lane, Max getting the play and the hook in on a secret. Beyond coming through. Lands the Cocoon, holds it for a while. Nicely done by him. Good patience, comes up with first blood.
Yep.
Hasn't really figured out that he is spotted out. Punch does have that Dragon's Rage available. Ashe Arrow coming through, delaying them. Beyond taking a lot of damage from the bombs. He's just going to have to walk in and give his life over. Soul, being a little spicy, jumps in, gets some damage laid down onto Max. But, yeah, Beyond just not sensing that he was standing on top of a ward, gets collapsed on and goes down. So kill on the board for Kongdoo. Ranger's Megazord. Then you better get on that.
As Maha's in trouble.
Barrage coming out. Yeah, Maha going low. TP being thrown out by ADD. Might just dissuade them. Punch going to flash away from the Ashe Arrow. Worried about the follow-up from the Cocoon. Pinching from above. They go in on the punch. He takes a lot of damage. Chrono Shift thrown down. He will revive. Hook comes out. Finds Secret. They go over. Flay him back in. Puts a shield on himself. Flash over the wall from Maha. Volley and auto attack. Come up with a kill. And now Soul maybe in a bad spot. Has to flash away himself. Meanwhile, Beyond, her punch does go down. Beyond coming back in off the backside of that repel. Drops in looking for Soul. One last auto attack. Will finish him off. But now he's going to dodge out on the bombs from Edge, who's very low on mana, but a couple more auto attacks with the help of the minions will take him down. All things considered, it's going to be a 3-for-1, maybe more, as Roach does arrive, throws down the Hextech ultimatum. Max has a shield for himself. A couple more hits would take him out. Edge, can he get it? Last auto attack, not enough, but he's still able to get it in the end. Max running back in, trying to equalize that. He will go down. 2 members on the side of MVP fall, but they get the turret in mid for first brick. Roam up to the top lane, Beyond Max roaming through the jungle. Turret's low.
Thinking about a turret dive here.
Could very well go for it. ADD gonna get the shield. Goes in, gets the stun. Can they follow up with the hook? Cocoon comes down, but he gets dodged by the ultimatum, but it doesn't matter. He is very swiftly taken out. And now Kongdoo really grouping heavily here in mid. VP gonna have to wrap around. Maha stopping on the Wolves to arrive and maybe cut this off. Secret just gets blown up. Beyond just following through off the backside of that Cocoon, and now ADD TPing in, gonna be looking for Edge, slows him up. But Edge still has his W, so he'll be quite all right. One pick coming out. Can MVP press for any further objectives? Soul getting caught by the Cocoon, takes so much damage. Has to go ahead, flash over the wall, or shift over the wall. Ups the heel, still goes down. Flash over by Max, looking for the death sentence, will not be able to find it.
Are they gonna draw a teleport too?
This is just perfect from MVP. Death sentence into the shockwave. They come over the wall. Roach gonna try to jump away. Makes it into the red pit, but he is cut off. Just trying to retreat as best as he can. Hawkshot will spot him out. Spiderling comes over. Make it into the base. Can he last long enough to get the execute, though?
Max is hoping not. Chasing after the Camille. He could just get out, too. He is Camille.
Very well could. The wraparound's already coming through in the bottom lane, but he takes that turret shot. And Max, with that flame damage, will be able to take him out. Gets the quote-unquote solo kill.
At least this powerful. Like you say, shreds Baron on her own.
ADD poking in from the side. Nice deny on both those lead bins. He will get locked up in the Hextech ultimatum, but Roach is going to have to go ahead and walk away. ADD doesn't have the flash to get over the wall, but they lock him up with the Ash Arrow. Trying to dash away as best as he can. Gets the shield coming through.
Here we go!
Shockwave comes through. Meanwhile, So gets snatched up, dragged into the box with a flay. Going low, has to flash out to keep himself alive. 2 members dangerously low, both of them the carries. They'll lose Roach, and that might just be MVP turning over to the Baron.
Yeah, be insane for them not to, with everyone else chunked out as well, and so much consistent damage. Now, Punch is healthy. Solo Mission doesn't have the flash, and he realizes with Double Mountain, it's going to be a fool's errand to try and stop that. Trying to get the most out of this Baron power player, MVP.
So far, so good. The wave is being taken out rather swiftly. ADD goes in, locks up Roach. Death Sentence comes through. The Chrono Shift was there, but a big shockwave hits on the backside. Edge goes down, repel up from beyond to juggle the turret aggro. Is able to come up with a double kill as he just gets rid of Secret on top of it all. Soul finds one, but he pays for it with his life. An ace for MVP. And now, with these Death Timers, they can just go ahead and break the inhibitor line.
Just wonderful shockwave from Ian. Does all the hard work. Beyond completes a lot of the kills. They don't actually have any minions take this up yet, so bit of trade tanking happening from the team, but Redemption comes through. The base is now broken for Kongdoo Monster. They reset. We feel like we're one push away.
Definitely worrisome. And now MVP just going to go ahead, tack another Baron onto this for good measure. They have
They've
super
got
creeps
3
in
Mountain
every
Drakes.
single lane. 3 Mountain Drakes. That thing is dead. MVP should be winning this game on this final push coming up. Top and bot already coming through.
That's a lot of super minions.
That is. 4 in the bottom lane. And all empowered by Baron. Beyond takes a decent chunk there from those bombs. Three-shot barrage comes out. Only clips Ian. The Nexus turrets are already the target. It's going to be DPS down. Jet comes through, knocking away Edge, making sure he can't lock anybody up. Punch having to flash away, just try to get back to the fountain. That's pretty much going to be the name of the game for Kongdoo. Soul getting stunned up. Chrono Shift will come through to keep him alive for the time being. But Roach goes down as Ian claims the kill. And the super creeps just take care of the rest.
Somewhere against the Orianna, and he'll just go back to the Zillion.
Okay. Well, didn't have a good time in game number 1, but let's try his hand at it again, see if he can get ahead.
Peculiar. I feel like both the Tahm Kench and Zillion don't necessarily jive with the comps they're in. The Zillion at least answers the potential for Rengar to burst one person down, but the Orianna kind of is the worry. Like, sure, maybe the Rengar will get a lot of damage, and then you can negate the ult, but then he's the ball carrier, so
yeah.
The death from above situation happens with the Rumble and Orianna, so maybe Edge is just feeling the Zillion. There's something to be said about comfort in the face of so many recent losses, but not really convinced by the draft from Kongdoo Monster in this game.
Neither am I, but I don't know. Couple X factors here for MVP. The Tahm Kench coming in seems a little bit questionable, but also the Rumble for ADD. First time out on that. We'll see what kind of performance he can have, whether it's going to be, just one that absolutely breaks Kongdoo, or if he just has his team suffer and have to try to carry him through this game.
And Kongdoo Monster have a siege comp, one that can be run. Gragas for disengage, take turrets, and double speed away with Karma and the Zillion, but most of the skepticism is on can they pull it off against better opposition, and, the answer's probably no. Like, they'd have to show us a different gear we haven't seen in recent weeks, and it's so similar to the Game 1 comp that I don't really know what to make of the draft from Kongdoo.
All right, well, we'll see if Kongdoo can execute on this, keep their hopes alive for a little bit longer, or if they're just going to go ahead and sink in a 0-2 loss. Let's get on to the rip for game number 2. All righty, and here we are. Maybe the last game of the night.
Don't walk in there, Cougar. No.
Oh boy, Cougar walks into the brush. And he goes down. All right, first blood going over to Ian. Yeah!
Love to see more Tahm Kench in other roles. Is he going for a walk? He's going to face check.
Yeah, this could be really bad. End of the line. Has a lot of damage. He doesn't have a flash. Throws down the red carpet, but it's not going to get a whole lot done. Wraparound coming in from Edge, jukes out on one of the bombs, and this should be ADD going down. You would have to expect, unless Ian can get there in time, but the arrival of Cougar, he will just KS the Rumble at the end of things. Beyond committing the flash in the bottom lane, won't be able to come up with a kill on the Soul, but gets the flash and heal out of the Ezreal.
It does trade for 2 summoners, like you say, so that's going to make his AD carry happy, given that Curtain Call will be available soon, and fair to say, Achilles, to pick your words pretty carefully with Kongdoo, given the recent times, although he's engaged.
We're going to go ahead, jump onto Soul. He jumps away with the Arcane Shift, but doesn't have the flash, so he will go down. Beyond finds that kill. Exhaust coming through onto Maha. Cougar trying to make it out with his life. Curtain Call gets opened up. He's really got nowhere to go, and Max will actually just take that one away with the Tongue Lash. And Beyond's on the back. Soul gets clipped by 1, jumps away. Has the flash available. Beyond still sticking to him like glue, but now has to flash out himself. Roach arriving as well as Edge. TPing into the bottom lane. They pick up 2 kills as Max and Beyond go down. Nice collapse here by Kongdoo, but they might not be done yet. ADD throws out that equalizer, trying to kite back as best as possible. The flash body slam comes through. Good flash by ADD, takes him to the other side of the cast. He'll ride that blast cone out, but still not out of the woods yet. Punch trying to push in, trying to get this kill. He's speeding himself up the scrap shield. Looks like he might just make it out with his life. But still, Kongdoo, they put 2 on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually would have gotten out of there. They're going to try to go on the offense, aggressive here. As the Abyssal Voyage comes in, Cougar will die. Double teleport does get completed by both. Roach immediately going to get locked up. Maha now sprinting forward, trying to join in the fight. Soul cut off by ADD, kept out from hitting up the front line with these Mystic shots. Shift comes down onto Punch, will not get popped. He's going to have to retreat, and Soul nearly dies, but is able to kite it out in the end. So Cougar, the only casualty.
The Gragas only took a modicum of damage in trying to stop recalls everywhere as Edge is caught.
Okay, Edge, yeah, caught. Doesn't have the Chrono Shift for himself, and he will go down. Oh boy, they're going to go for this, it seems.
Risky.
Definitely is. I mean, Roach on the bottom side of the map does not have TP. Punch over the wall is a rather healthy. Shockwave going to whiff. Zoning ultimate, I guess you could try to say. Punch getting rooted. Would have to rely on the collateral damage, but actually isn't even there. He's going to flash it. He actually takes it away. He goes down. He'll die for that one, but man, the Baron Seal coming through from Kongdoo, absolutely crucial to keep them in this game. Usually by me in fits of rage. Like Faker not clearing a
control ward. Yeah, one of the biggest possible moments. Hard engage here.
Abyssal Voyage coming in through. TP a little bit away from ADD, who's going to be coming into the backside.
Equalizer.
For that equalizer.
Good one.
Yeah, gets thrown down, cutting off a lot of them. Soul takes a lot of damage, jumping over the wall, but ADD flashes forward to come up with the kill. Roach locked down by the Bola. Body slams over, but he is completely surrounded. Decent cast, knocks a couple people away, but Maha is able to pursue with a flash of his own and takes him out with that crit shot. Now, 2 members dead on the side of Kongdoo. This Baron is spawning right now, MVP. Do they go for it?
Now, can they actually problem solve the Punch problem? Because he was the one who stole away the last Baron that may have cemented Game 2 in this series.
He doesn't have a flash to get himself into the pit. Rely on the quick draw. Blast Cone is gone, getting rid of yet another option.
No wards.
Cougar gets popped. Deadly Flourish comes up with the kill, but MVP, they're really low. Do they want to stick around for this one? Edge is just throwing bombs over the wall. Punch comes in, not able to find the steal this time. Goes over to Beyond, and Punch, he will die inevitably. Chrono Shift kept him alive for just a little bit longer. Baron spawned. MVP, we're looking for a pick to initiate that, but they might just do it anyway.
Orianna Ball and Equalizer available still.
See what they can do to try to dissuade this one. Punch is half HP. Shockwave comes through, drags him back in. The Baron will go over. They lose 2 on the backside. Kongdoo just getting ripped through. Cougar and Punch go down. And they trade back. Soul dashing forward, looking for a kill on the Maha. Mystic shot, not going to connect. They will pop the Chrono Shift at the end, and he is completely surrounded, so you'd have to expect that he's going to die. Tries to get a kill onto the Jhin right at the end to at least trade one, but can't find it. And now MVP with another Baron will be pushing through, knocking down more turrets, and likely looking to end the game.
And third Baron's the charm for MVP. Really good focus there, having the ball ready for if Punch walked up, but just taking him down in one single burst. Wasn't alive to contest for the Baron, picked that one up so much cleaner. Third time of asking. Base going to be broken in multiple different ways. Only Edge and Roach alive. 8 seconds on Punch, so probably won't see the end of the game yet, but a lot of the hopes for Kongdoo now seem to be out the window.
Just make those turrets crumble under the pressure that MVP is going to be pushing on. 10,000 gold 12,000 gold now in the lead. Lost. Just be zoning most of Kongdoo back, fearing the Rengar. Roach gonna get locked up. Emgen coming down, equalizer toss out in the back. Won't get too much damage down onto the key members of Kongdoo Monster, but Soul goes low and he gets popped immediately by the curtain call. Maha coming up with that one. Punch has that chrono shift down on top of himself. Roach will not have that freedom. Just run around, has to just waddle his way back into the fountain, try to hold on to that Guardian Angel, but even so, the next turrets will go down. MVP will close out the game. 40.5 minutes just about on the clock. Punch going into the back, trying to take out ADD. He won't be able to do so, he falls. And that is just going to be the 2-0 completed by MVP. A bit harder fought than you might have expected by them, but they come up with it in the end. And that is just going to leave Kongdoo Monster still perfectly mirroring SK Telecom on the opposite side of the standings now.